Alright guys, what is up? So for this series, I was thinking in the beginning of every video we can do like a little table talk. That's what we're gonna call it. I feel like it's just a really easy way for me to sit down and literally just tell you about the video, tell you any weekly updates, weekly changes, and also, if like let's say my coach lowers my calories or my macros, I will literally tell you exactly how much cardio he increased it by, decreased it by. So it's just a cool little way for me to like keep you guys updated on everything on my prep. So this week I sent my check-ins to my coach. I'm still waiting to hear back, so he hasn't answered me yet. So if there are any changes today, because usually Mondays are because I check in Monday and Thursday, usually Mondays are the days that there are changes. So later in the video, probably after the training portion, I will update you on that. I want to also talk about 1UP for a quick. For anyone that doesn't know, I used to be sponsored by 1UP. I personally backed out of it for multiple reasons. If you guys want a separate video on that alone, on why I decided to leave 1UP, I actually do plan on making that, so that will be coming later this week as well. So yeah, I'm not with 1UP anymore, but there are some pretty big plans coming up, and I'm really excited to share that with you guys. And yeah. Next, so part of the table talk, what we're going to do is I'm going to actually explain you the workout in the video ahead of time. And then for the video portion, I'm going to do like a cool little edit. So let me know if you like that better than the voiceovers, because I feel like I can just gather my thoughts better now than later. So today's workout will be, first we have dumbbell incline chest press. Because I am 5 weeks out, I am only doing about 2 working sets. The last set is going to failure. Second set is like 90%, capacity, and then first 2 is just warm-up sets. Why I do that? Because I don't have as much energy, and I'd rather, keep the form, keep the intensity up, and, for that, like, muscle preservation purposes. So if you're not dieting, you can do 3 working sets, whatever. I personally like intensity training, so I will be doing two technically working sets. After that, we have hammer strength incline press. Is a machine. This one I'll do probably 3 working sets, and I'll do sets of 12. For the dumbbell incline, I'll probably only do sets of 8. And this is more just to get the blood in the area after the hard hitting dumbbell incline. So you'll see that. That's the next move. After that, I go on to flies. I love flies. I think they're amazing. I do just flat flies. And for this, I'll do 2 to 3 working sets, full range of motion contract. That's the most important, guys. It's not about just lifting as heavy as you could. It's actually about, contracting the muscle and building the muscle. It's not about breaking down your joints. So after that, that's it, by the way. I'll do the dumbbell flies, and then I'll do literally 1 set of cable flies. That's it. It's 4 moves, but I hit the chest twice a week. You don't need to be doing 500 moves twice a week. You're just going to be breaking down muscle tissue at that point. And especially if you're like me in such a deficit, you're kind of asking for it at that point. And for triceps, we're going to do superset lying skulls, superset with close grip press. This is one of Ronnie's favorite supersets for triceps, and Ronnie's the king. I love it. It hits both heads. It's a really good way to kind of start that muscle to mind connection with the tricep workout. After that, for that, it's gonna be 3 sets of 12. Tricep extensions, you'll see for this, I'll kind of change it up depending how I want it, but the point is to hit the long head of the tricep, because that's what builds the thickness and density. 3 sets of 10. And last but not least, for the detail of the tricep dumbbell kickbacks, I will just do 2 working sets. I usually do a little higher, so like 15, really kick back and squeeze that tricep. And that's it, guys. That's the end of the workout. It really should, let me know if you guys enjoy it. It's a little on the longer side, but I hit 3 muscle groups. But again, my training style will change in the off season, but this is what we're doing 5 weeks out. So I hope you enjoy the rest of the video, guys. Let's move on to the rest. Alright, so we're having a pre-workout meal. Same thing as last video, I'll just restate it. 104 grams of turkey breast, 130 grams of jasmine rice, 5 grams of MCT oil. Why MCT oil? It's a medium chain glyceride or something like that. Pretty much meaning it's a fatter short chain than most fats. So it's used more of like a carb, like an energy source, rather than a fat. So pre-workout, I like it. And then after that, we're going to make our post-workout meal to bring with us. And then our shakes, like our pre-workout and intra-workout shake. All right. Alright, so we finished eating. I actually write my workout before I train. I have like my little logbook and I just write everything out, and I actually keep tabs of my lifts. I think that's really important, and I really advise everyone to do that. Get a book, just write it down. It doesn't have to be a fancy book, just anything. Alright, so pretty much this is exactly what I do. I'm pretty sure I showed you last video, but you know what? You know, in this lifestyle, it's pretty much, you're doing very similar things every day. And that's the part that most people struggle with, is the consistency. So I have like my little thing here. I wouldn't really say it's little, but cause I need to put a water filter on my faucet, and I haven't done that yet. But I have a very unconventional way of doing this because I'm just very impatient. And actually I drink 3 of these, so it's like 1.5 gallons a day. So because I didn't finish this, I'm very precise with everything, so I'm gonna literally pour this out and drink it later. I know this seems like ridiculous, but yep. And I'll put it on the side. Actually, I'm not gonna put it there because I know myself I'm gonna spill. And because I want one full, you know, one for the workout. So, oh shit. That's another thing on prep I've noticed, is you're just so much more messy. One sec. I literally just ripped this out. So I do that because when it pours over, it's so slow and I have no patience for it. That's another thing I noticed that kind of like declines is patience, but hey. So I get my little, I would say this is a gallon. This is a gallon. Actually, is it? No, I'm sorry, this is half a gallon. And then okay, let's go. Even this for me is like, come on. But it's nice and cold. It's funny because that's like these little like spurts. Alright, almost there. Alright, perfect. Okay. We lose a little water on the way, but you know what? That's okay. And then I'll just not break it. I'll reassemble it, I guess you could say. And I just make sure you like really push down, because first time I did this, I didn't, and it's safe to say I was cleaning my kitchen for like 20 minutes. So that, boom. And I also have to make I bring my post-workout meal with me too, so I can't forget that. Even though I live like 5 minutes away, I refuse. I literally eat as fast as I can. So just wipe it down a little because I made a mess. Alright, so this is my honest what I do pre-workout and intra-workout. And I will be talking about the one-up thing very shortly. So I make my intro workout first because this is why I actually drink intro workout. So we have EAs. It's just EAs to do 1 scoop. Do 5 grams of creatine. And I do 10 grams of glutamine. And then I'll add 2 grams of salt for electrolytes. Now, before I showed you in the last video, I did the one-up one. And I would do a scoop of that and then like half a scoop of this or something like that. But honestly, if I just do 1 scoop of this, it's pretty much the exact same thing, but it's less powder. You know what I'm saying? So actually it's probably less calories in total. And as I'm getting closer, for me that does matter. So I just took out the one-up one. I think the Pure Rebuild is amazing, honestly. I would still use it, but this just makes my life a lot simpler. And actually, I don't even do it like this. I take a cup because this is way too heavy for the scale. Let me just clean this out. And I have my little mug that I literally put everything in. Just clean it out. That. Okay, so 1 scoop of this is 14 grams, so I do 1 serving. Perfect. And this is the cherry lemonade flavor. They also have a blue raspberry one. I'm not sponsored by these guys, by the way. They're like a lot of people at Bev's use it, and it's really good. I also use the blue raspberry one, but honestly, I don't want to make too many changes too quick. I don't want to also change the flavor because my neurotic mind is like, what if my body reacts differently to it, even though it's the exact same product? That's who I am. Okay, so 14 grams, it's 10 grams of EAs. And then we do 5 grams of creatine. I just take like a little spoon. 1 sec. 2, 4, almost. Come on. 5, okay. 5 grams of creatine. This is creatine monohydrate. Why? It just mixes better. That's why I do monohydrate. Then 10 grams of glutamine for cell voluminization. Listen, I'm an immigrant. Don't listen to me. 7. Come on. 8. And it's funny because like I'm just kind of getting into the groove of these YouTube videos, and like so much respect for like people that do this every day. Like it's like a talent to like get in front of the camera and like be entertaining. I swear to God. Okay, so then I take that mix. Ooh, see, I almost forgot. 2 grams of salt, and I do pink Himalayan salt. Boom. Okay. 2 grams of salt. Then I have like this little funnel I bought, and then you pour it in there. Okay. Make sure that, okay, cool. So this is the intra shake. Another thing I've done before is I started shaking it and I didn't close it, and that was a mess. So shake that, boom. Now I take a smaller cup. Let's see. Take a smaller shaker cup, and I'll pour like a third of it. A third of it into the cup. It usually pretty much fills it up. About like that. Okay. And then I'll do my pre-workout shake in this one. So I pretty much have a third of the intra drink with my pre-workout subs. So we're gonna do the Enduraline by InnoPharm. It's actually like a fat loss powder, but it has caffeine in it. Before as you saw in the last video, I was using a Convict. The Convict one, the reason why I'm changing it up is because the Convict has yohimbine in it. And I already take yohimbine in my fasted cardio, and too much yohimbine kind of gives you a headache and you just really don't feel good. Oh, ooh, this is strong. So we're gonna do 3 scoops of this. 1, 2, 3. Okay. 3 scoops, it's gonna be 7 grams. 3 scoops of that. I think if you read the label on that, if you wanna look into it, it's 3 scoops is the max for a day. I take all 3. Then we have the same company, InnoPharm. We have the Nova Pump. It's the stim free, so this one doesn't have any caffeine or stimulants in it. It's more just like nootropics and stuff, and for like a pump, literally. And I get the main purpose I use this is because it has the citrulline malate in it. You can buy the citrulline malate by itself if you want. That works too. And a full serving is 16 grams, right? Yeah. Boom. All right, so that is, and this is pretty much what I will be. This will be my pre-workout and intra-workout stack into my show, and if I have it, and I will probably pull this out before the show, and when I do, obviously I'll let you guys know. So that's it, guys. We have intra, well, pre, and then intra, and again, you drink about a third of the intra with the pre-workout. And then also, before we leave, what time is it? Yeah, 12:04. I gotta make my post-workout meal that I bring with me. So, excuse me, guac. Cool. I have like my little thing. and I write all my like stuff on my fridge, my training days, my rest days, and my repeat days, just because it's easier, you know, instead of continuously looking on my, you know, laptop and stuff. So very basic post-workout. We have pretty much the exact same thing as my pre-workout meal, except for the fat we get from the fish oils, because it's just easier. So post-workout, we got 104 grams of ground turkey. Yes, I am just using my hands. I am a barbarian. Wait, ooh. See, the one thing about the scale is sometimes it's not on 0. Okay, 0, okay, good. I don't know why. And for me, I'm not one of those people that, like, if it's close enough, like, no, it's gotta be right on the dot. Now, you might be asking, where are you getting these, like, weird-ass numbers, like 104 grams? I have my coach, and we have macros set up, and then from the macros, we have, you know, a system of setting it up, and it just happens to hit my macro needs. So I put some chives on it. Chives is pretty much the only condiment I use at the moment. And mustard and rice. So 104 grams of the turkey breast. You know, it's funny because I already know how much I should be weighing out, but I still double check because I don't trust myself. So, like 130 grams. Ugh, jasmine rice. I have no idea what this thing is that I use. I just found it in my house before I moved. I'm like, oh, that looks like really good for like rice. I'm pretty sure it's like something for like wonton soup or something. 116. And I'm very sure that my coach is going to be dropping my calories today, so we're going to definitely enjoy these meals. Okay. I will literally sit here until it hits it. Yep, okay. Alright. Boom. 131. And then on every meal, I have 2 grams of salt, and I weigh out my mustard. 10 grams of mustard. 10 grams of mustard, boom. Put some more chives on, because chives are life. And then 2 grams of salt. So 2 grams of salt. And that's it, that's my post-workout meal. That's it, guys. And then I pretty much bring all 3 with me. So let me just talk about One Up quickly. We're on the way to the gym, by the way. So pretty much my reasoning for leaving them, because I left them, they didn't drop me or anything, is because for me, I've just noticed that the direction I want to take my personal brand and my journey isn't really in line with, you know, they're more of like a fitness lifestyle brand, I would like to say, and I really did enjoy, like, when I said I used that One Up Pure Rebuild, I meant it. But I want to advocate something that kind of aligns more with my lifestyle and, you know, hardcore bodybuilding. It's not a hardcore bodybuilding supplement line. It's like a Instagram girl, boy kind of thing, which I'm really trying not to be, you know, that's not who I am ever. So that was my main reasoning, you know, and I think there are companies out there that my needs supplement wise are a little different than someone with that just does it for lifestyle, you know. So I think there's supplement companies out there that absolutely have better supplements for myself. And while that sounds a little selfish, you know, I want to promote products that I use every single day and stuff, you know. So hope you guys, you know, are cool with it. I still think they're a great brand, and I wouldn't take back anything I said about them. But that's my reason for leaving One Up. All right, let's move on to training. We're about to get to beds. It's gonna be a good ass workout. Let's get it.
to Alexa.
Nah, I'm good. All right, so right now it's 4:35. Joaquin already left. I had my post-workout meal already. I have it immediately post-workout, and I have a surprise visit from my dad where we're just setting up more stuff in my apartment, so we're gonna go do that. We're on the YouTube video right now, and I just want to let you guys know ahead of time. I'm not hopefully I'll have it for this video upcoming, but if not, definitely the one after. I'm in the process of making a new intro and outro as well as a logo for my YouTube channel. Also, if you guys are following me on Instagram, you see that I'm like cleaning out my closet and everything, getting a bunch of new clothes and stuff, because I want to rebrand everything, go a little more of like a hardcore bodybuilding route. I just like that look better. I'm kind of gearing away from like the lifestyle, fitness, whatever look. So yeah, I'll keep you updated on that, because all these little things, they do matter. So yeah, hopefully I'll have the new logo up and whatnot, but if not, definitely the video after this. So I hope you guys will like it. Okay guys, so like I promised, I did get my macros changed. So I will tell you exactly what my macros are now, going into 4 weeks out. So I'm 5 weeks out now, but I'm going into my 4, if that makes sense. So my training days, we have 175 protein. The protein is equally divided into 6 meals. 90 grams of carbs, so I'm gonna have 45 grams of carbs pre and post workout only, and 28 grams of fat divided evenly into 6 meals. My rest day, I have same amount of protein, 175 pro. Again, and also the protein and the fats are always evenly distributed in my 6 meals. So I'm just gonna put that out there like now. So 175 protein, 40 grams of carbs, 20 meal 1 and 2, and 28 fat. So only thing that changes is I decrease the carbs a bit. Now I have 1 refeed every Friday. It's every 7th day. It's 150 protein, so we lower a little bit, again, equally divided in all my meals. My carbs get bumped up to 310, equally divided into my first 5 meals. Don't ask me to do the math right now in my head, because I'm not going to be able to do that equally, like perfectly, I'm sorry. And then 25 fat, so the fats also lowers slightly, so it's about like a gram less of fat each meal. And for protein, it's obviously like a little less. So proteins and fats slightly come down, and then carbs are really boosted up. But I promise you, these days are just as important as the other days, where obviously my calories are pretty low. So why are we doing this? Because I need to bring my glutes down. My glutes need to water down, and they need to tone up. So we're shooting for about 2 pounds down this week. So those are my new macros. Just want to update you on that. Okay guys, so it is 6:08 right now. I'm editing the YouTube video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, subscribe. Any questions you have, leave in the comments. I always answer them. And after this, pretty much all I'm going to do is be editing the video, and later I'm going to head back to Bev's quickly to do some posing, because I try and get some posing every day, and nothing crazy because I'm not trying to over fatigue myself, but definitely something, Alright guys, until next time, I hope you enjoyed the video. Bye.